Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome. We're really excited about this today, and we're going to hear from some great speakers who deserve all the credit in the planning and the reality of this happening for us. But honestly, they say in real estate all the time that it's about location, location, location. And we've had a really great police department next door, but over time, it's proven to be something that we need something more. And lo and behold, here we are right across the street with about 25,000 square feet, a little bit more than half an acre. And I don't know exactly what Chief Annex is going to say about his plans, but we know that this is going to be for our police department. We're considering possibly doing some workforce housing on top of it, maybe for our police officers, other first responders, with the expansion of Straub, nurses, certainly, whatever. We're going to look at all kinds of concepts, but this is a great location and a really great day for us, and I'm really proud of the men and women from our Department of Housing and Land Management. There's a couple of people who did a lot of the heavy lifting. Joan is over here. Where's Joan? Raise your hand. People who never get the credit. And of course, Kat Tashin and Keith Suzuka. You're going to hear from Kevin Auger in a minute. Look, this is just about smart planning and good fortune all coming together. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you to hear from our interim chief, Vanek. The show is his. I'm going to introduce him. Thank you for being here today. This is a good moment for the city and county of Honolulu, and this is really especially a good moment for the future of our police department, of which we're really very much focused on. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for being here today. I'm pleased by the acquisition of this property here at 819 South Beretania Street. Like the mayor said, directly adjacent to our headquarters. This is really a strategic investment that's going to directly enhance the Honolulu Police Department's operational capacity here to support the long-term needs of our public safety in our community. So why this property? It's a half-acre property, and it's located, again, immediately next to HPD's main station. It offers a unique opportunity to consolidate our key police functions by expanding HPD's footprint at its central campus. We're able to create the potential to promote greater efficiency, coordination, and interdepartmental collaboration. The immediate benefits will allow us to use this property to ease parking constraints for HPD personnel working in this area, which has been a challenge for us. But it will serve as a purpose-built space to support our department's growing operational demands, and it's designed specifically for our employees and communities' needs in mind. Our strategic long-term planning, this acquisition is more than just a real estate transaction. It's a step towards future-proofing HPD's central operations. This facility will support strategic consolidation, improve day-to-day functionality, and help the department respond more effectively and to the needs of our community. It's a purpose-built future. The 819 South Beretania Street will be redeveloped into a purpose-built facility designed specifically to support our mission, improve logistics, and strengthen operational readiness. This is not just about space, it's about strategic planning, modern policing, and caring for the people who make it all happen, our officers, support staff, and community partners. I want to extend my sincere thanks to Mayor Blangiardi and the Mayor's Office for their continued support of public safety and their commitment to making this acquisition possible. I'd like to also recognize the Department of Housing and Land Management for leading the strategic planning and coordination that brought us to this point. And I'd also like to thank our City Council for always supporting law enforcement. Their teamwork with HPD has been instrumental in closing this transaction. In closing, this expansion is a direct reflection of our commitment to serving with integrity, protecting with purpose, and leading with compassion. We are deeply grateful for the trust of our city leaders and the support of our community. We look forward to redeveloping the space into something that will strengthen HPD for years to come and help us continue to do what we do best, serving the people of Honolulu. Aloha.
Aloha and good morning, everybody. I'm Kevin Auger. I'm the Director Designate of the Department of Housing and Land Management. And a core focus of the Department of Housing and Land Management is obviously housing. And that's a key component of the strategic plan that we have with the administration, is to deliver more housing. But another core function of the city and our department is working with sister departments to execute real property transactions like this property today. This is an important and meaningful transaction for our department and for the city for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, this property had been vacant for almost nearly, I think, 10 years. It was previously occupied by the Royal State Insurance Company. It had fallen into disrepair. It was underutilized, and being directly next to the police department made a great potential acquisition candidate for us. So our team worked diligently with the Lily Kalani Trust to acquire the building, but more importantly, they also worked with the trust to remove the existing improvements. So that saved us a lot of time, energy, and expense in the long run to deliver a site that was cleared, ready for interim use, and really ready to be positioned for long-term redevelopment purposes. For that work, really grateful to our team, June Uwe, who's not with us today, Joan Almajana, who's here with us. Sorry for screwing your name up. Keith Suzuka, who's our executive assistant of Department of Housing, and Catherine Tashner, our deputy director of the department. I usually introduce Kat Tashner as my partner in crime, but given the folks that we've got here today, she's our deputy director of housing. The other reason that this acquisition is really important is that, for the department, it was an honor to work directly with the Honolulu Department of Police Department. We have a couple of other acquisitions in our pipeline to support our first responders. One is with the Department of Emergency, the EMS department. We're acquiring a property, the former blood bank building on Dillingham Road. We're currently negotiating the acquisition of a potential facility for our new Department of Ocean Safety, and all of those are really important to us. They bring a tremendous sense of pride to our department when we're able to support our first responders, and it's just an honor and a privilege to serve them and the work that they do. And that's all that I have. I'd love to introduce Councilmember Augie Tulba, who is the chair of the Public Safety Committee.
Good morning, everybody. In all our districts, public safety is a top priority in our community. I believe today is a historic step in letting our officers know that we are committed to building a department that invests in getting better every day. Our police officers risk their lives to protect us, and by taking this next step as a city, we are saying to current officers, and I'm hopeful future officers, that we thank you for your service and your sacrifice, and we support the work that you do. As the public safety chair at the Honolulu City Council, we look ways to support our first responders, also making good of taxpayer money. This building not only will improve and unite efforts in the department, but it gives the city an opportunity to look for options like workforce housing, which could help the challenge with recruitment. I want to thank the mayor's administration, the Honolulu Police Department, for their planning and dedication. Their teamwork has created solutions that will help police officers and benefit this community. Together, we are building a safer and secure Honolulu. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Tulba. So before we go, I'm just glad that Kevin mentioned the Dillingham location for EMS, and I think he's alluding to Sharks Cove for our ocean safety people. And I think, I hope we've got, about 1,000 days left, I guess, in office or so, that I hope by the time we're done, our administration makes a major statement to the respect that we have for all of our first responders, first and foremost with HPD. And things like this is sort of where you put your money where your mouth is. And I'm really, really very pleased that this is going to be something that I think is going to be a great enhancement for our police department in the future. So, with that, I'll answer any questions that you might have.
Thank you. So immediately we're going to use it for parking spaces for our employees. That'll take a little while too, though. We'll need to work with the Department of Design and Construction. But long term, we'll have a working group, and we're looking at probably a multi-story building to include workspaces, but it could also be a possible location for other first responders, so a joint location. And then like the mayor had said, probably a place for housing for our first responders, so our police officers, for employees, maybe even for other first responders, and then other work areas for police units that have had to look outside for places for work. As our department has grown, we need to look for other spaces for them to work. So we'd like to bring them closer to our department so that we'd have better communication, better collaboration right across from our station. And then that probably would take, it's going to take a lot of money, time, effort. So we're looking probably, it's going to not be within the near future. That's going to take probably within the next 5, 6, maybe even 10 years to do. So we're going to have to work, like I said, with the Department of Design and Construction to take care of all of that. Yeah. Well, we definitely don't want to leave it empty. We want to get on top of that right away. So that's going to be a priority, is to get this taken care of as soon as possible so we can start using it right away.
Chief, I may push that timeline a little bit. I only got so long in this job. So 5 or 10 years, I don't know if I'll be alive. I want to say that the idea of possibly putting housing here is not so novel. We've looked around at some of the best practices on the mainland, and we're seeing that in a lot of municipalities with respect to workforce housing on top of facilities for police stations, fire stations, other things. And so we really do want to explore that concept, because I go back to what real estate is all about, and that's this incredible location, right here in Beretania Street, and what it affords us with the police department. So lots of possibilities. We don't want to start too soon until we have a really clear game plan, but I can promise you we will max out this area inch for inch. Any other questions? Okay. Look, I thank you for being here today. Congratulations to our police department, Chief Vanek. We're happy for all of you guys. Councilman Tolbert, thanks for being here. Kevin, your team, Kat, everybody over there, thank you. This is a great day for Honolulu. I'll say it again, and even better for the future of the Honolulu Police Department. Mahalo.